So, I need your opinion on something, just out of curiosity. This is a story from a friend of a friend kind of a thing. And let's just say that, it's you, so that uh, it's a friend of a friend. This is a true story. But I want your opinion on how something went. And let's just say it was you there, and it was you that this happened to, all right? You go to a friend's house that has an above ground pool inside of an enclosed area that you can't see unless you're actually walking in the door and you go into it. It's kind of like its own little enclosed area. Um, Almost like it's in one of those greenhouse things, but like maybe a partial metal building. I'm not sure what it's made of. Long story short, there's a door to get into it, for you to go inside the pool. It's an above ground pool, whatever. So if you're outside of that enclosure, you can't see in there at all. And you get over there and you got your little kids. Maybe you have like a 4-year-old or one and 8-year-olds or something like that. And the 4-year-old has taken swimming lessons, has knows how to float, knows how to do that kind of stuff. And you go to it's actually called survival school lessons or swimming lessons, something like that is what they call it. And it teaches your kids how to any and all ages. They will teach your kids how to stay afloat and that kind of thing, and then they ultimately teach you how to swim, but mostly it's on how to not sink and die. So let's say your 4-year-old knows this and was taught lessons, and now you bring them over to this friend's house to just hang out, whatever, and their kids are saying, hey, can we go swimming, can we go swimming, can we go swimming, mommy, to the other parent's mom. And they say, yeah, all right, that's fine. But the little one isn't going. The little one's staying next to you. And then you notice, as you're talking to the parents, you're just having a conversation. All right, the 8-year-olds, my 9-year-old, whatever, they're going to go swimming. They all know how to swim, and they can actually stand up inside the pool above their head anyways. Obviously, the little one, the 4-year-old, can't stand up because they're too small. But they do or did take these lessons on survival swimming and all that stuff. So you notice that as you're talking, the 4-year-old is going into this enclosure where the pool is located, and they're with the rest of the kids who are 7, 8 years old. Would you feel comfortable standing there, seeing your child or your friend's child? Let's just say, if it was in other words, I'm putting you in the situation as if it was your child, but the people you visited, if you were in them too, either or. The adult standing there, I guess is what I'm saying. If you were any of the adults standing there and saw the 4-year-old go into the enclosure, close the door, whatever, now you can't see in there, would you feel comfortable? And do you think it would be responsible of you as an adult or them as an adult who just witnessed a 4-year-old walk into an area where there's a pool? And yes, they did take survival floating swimming lessons, but there's no adult in that building. Would you feel comfortable saying, well, we're going to just finish talking. Someone will be in there in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Some adult, one of us will be in there in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Do you feel that thought of it'll be, well, I saw them go in there, I can't see them, but I'll be in there in 2 or 3 minutes, or one of these parents will be in there in 2 or 3 minutes when we're done talking. Is that a responsible decision or irresponsible decision based on this 4-year-old going in there? Again, the 7 and 8-year-olds can easily stand up in the pool. The 4-year-old cannot, but they did have lessons on how to swim and how to float, etc. There's a sandbox next to the pool that they usually like to play in, the 4-year-old. The 4-year-old lately has not been wanting to get in that pool. So she's been showing signs of being scared to get in the water, right? Not wanting to swim and would rather play in the sandbox thus far. But on this particular occasion, you're back again. You know that the 4-year-old would rather play. You would rather play in the sandbox. You know the 4-year-old would rather not swim. And you can hear what's going on in the area because it's fairly close, about 40 feet away or 50 feet away, something like that. You can hear, but you can't see anything. Do you know what the 4-year-old's going to choose to do just because last time she chose to play in the sand or she chose not to swim? So regardless of that, if that's the pattern that they don't want to swim anymore, that's what they keep doing every time you go over there. They don't want to swim. They don't care about swimming. They'd rather play in the sandbox. The fact that there's a pool in an enclosed area that you cannot see and you have to go through a door to get in there, do you feel as an adult that, I'm asking you now, do you feel that an adult that would stand by and say, well, I saw them go in there, but I know they hadn't been wanting to swim and blah, blah, blah. It's just going to be a few minutes. They'll be okay. Is that an acceptable decision, or do you feel that if you saw that kid go in there, someone should have said immediately, hey, the little one's going in there. We probably should go in there, or someone should probably go in there, one of us adults. Or do you feel that it's just going to be a couple, 2-3 minutes, probably we're just going to talk for a minute. It's okay. JSnip4 wants to know your opinion on that situation. Responsible adults or irresponsible adults? I just want to know what you think. Let me know.